Hello. Oh God, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Oh yeah. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm JC and we're starting a new vlog this week. It is technically it's still September, but this vlog will be probably labeled as the first week of October because anytime the new month has more than 3 days in the week, I'm already in next month. So it's technically, for me, it's the first week of October because October starts on Wednesday. And yeah, as you can see, I'm at my favorite place. Apparently my favorite place, Chipotle. I don't think I ever can get tired of Chipotle. But anyway, I did lots of social media scheduling over the weekend. I edited my video. I planned out a very loose plan for my fall reset, which started off with me combing out my hair. And I know it doesn't look like, because it's not. I combed out a very, very large part of this side yesterday during the football game, and I combed out about half of this side. I got to a point where I was making my back hurt worse than it already does on a normal basis, and I pulled too hard at one point trying to comb out the matted parts of my hair, and my back really felt a lot of pain, and my wrist felt a lot of pain, and my shoulder still feels a lot of pain. Actually, all of them still feel pain, but my shoulder really, really hurts. So I, decided that was going to be enough combing out, and plus I was going out today anyway, because I don't wash my hair. I try not to wash my hair if I'm going somewhere because that will end up in me being sick, unless it's like dead of summer, which it is not anymore. It actually looks like it's about to rain, but so that is one of the things that is going to get done in this fall reset week, is me finishing combing out my hair and washing it and getting it all nice and clean and not matted. That's the important part. And decluttering my space, what little space I have in the room to work with. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more workable. And reading. I'm doing lots of reading this week. At least that's the plan. I did actually have a surprise commission on my Ko-fi for some beta reading. So that was a lovely surprise right on time as I needed it. I had intended to go to the post office immediately today and renew my P.O. box, which they gave me until Thursday on the 2nd when I normally get my money. But since that came through, I was like, oh, well, let me go do it today. And the manager because the manager has to be the one to do it because they basically let me keep my box, even though it hadn't been technically renewed yet. So the manager has to do it. The manager isn't there. So I have to wait till Thursday anyway. So much for trying to get it done early. It's fine. And then I went to the grocery store and I got a couple of things that'll get us through until Thursday or Friday-ish. And yeah, I wanted to come on and say hello before the day got away from me. And, once I get my food, I'm going to be trying to get back in the house. So, because while it's still warm. But yeah, I hope to do lots of reading today. I'm about 50 something pages into the arc read for Diane Marie's book, Echo of Precious Things. Why do I keep thinking I get the title wrong? But I think that is the title, Echo of Precious Things, or The Echo of Precious Things. It's either The Echo or Echo of Precious Things, one of those. But and it's pretty good so far, like really good. And then I have the beta read that I just got commissioned for. I want to read Lyra Parrish's Fall I Want, and then I have the other book that I was already reading, 2 books that I was already reading. So obviously I'm not going to get all of them finished in this week, but hopefully I can finish one book this week, at least one. But I will have started several. Now, does this mean I'm not going to write at all during this week? That is what it's supposed to mean. That is the point. But if you remember, I left off in the middle of book 2 in my outline in my second series. If I had left off where I had just finished book 2 and I still had 3, 4, and 5 to outline, I could say without a doubt that I'm just going to wait until this week is over and go back to it next week. But because I'm in the middle of that draft, that outline, I'm like, I kind of don't want to lose the momentum of that story to finish outlining it. So I might. I'm not saying that I won't. I'm not saying that I will. I'm saying, who knows? But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I mean, good Lord, I'm not leaving you for the day. Right now. That's going to be it. Right now. I'm going to go get my food. This is because I'm hungry and I can't focus when I'm this hungry. Okay, bye. Hi. It's been a while since I've last... Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. But anyway, it's been a while since I've last spoken to you guys. Hold on. Okay. And by a while, I mean several hours. What was it, 4 something? Wow, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oopsie. Well, Operation Fall Reset, Rest and Relax is in full swing. I really literally haven't done anything, and because this is a fall reset week, I haven't allowed myself to feel bad about not doing anything. Well, there is something I do need to do probably by tomorrow, because I have a newsletter that I need to write and a Patreon post I need to write. Those were supposed to be things a part of my social media scheduling week, but well, no, I don't usually include them in my social media scheduling because, you know, they're different. But I did write up most of my newsletter already. I just have to finish it up and then schedule. But I have been reading. Actually, I'm about to read. I've been reading The Echo of Precious Things, the book that I'm arc reading. I've been reading that for a little bit. I'm gonna read this for a little bit, and I've just been reading. And I've been watching some General Hospital and some YouTube videos. I want to so planning is allowed in my fall reset because I've been wanting to work on my publishing plan for next year, and I kept putting it on my to-do list, and it just hasn't been getting done because I've been writing, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I want to work that in this week too, as work on planning. But also because I don't know if you've heard of this trend going around, personal curriculum or life curriculum or whatever. I saw Esther's video which she led me to other videos, and then that led me to more videos, and now they just pop up in my YouTube feed, so I get more videos shown to me about personal life curriculum or whatever. Just creating, and I love school. If school was free, I would be in school all the time. I would never leave school if school was free. I've always loved school since I was a little girl. There was a point in time where I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay in school. I really would love to be back in school, but I can't obviously afford to go back to school for real. But I can make up my own curriculum of things I want to learn. One major thing is marketing. I really need to get a grip on marketing. I feel like I have good products. I definitely feel like I have good books. Are they perfect? No, but I feel like they're good. I feel like I have good products in my store. I just feel like I'm not marketing them enough, but perhaps I'm not because posting about them, as I have been told and scolded by people who are in the marketing field, that is not marketing. It's just posting about your things. I don't know the difference, so clearly I need to learn. And I really need to get a grip on marketing, because I feel like it's not like I don't have things to promote, to sell, to bring in income. I'm just not doing something right to bring in the income with those things. And it's got to be the marketing. I'm just not marketing enough or in the right way or something, because I don't say this as I feel like by now y'all know I'm not an overly confident person, or definitely not a cocky person. I believe, how do I say this? There aren't very many things that I believe in myself about, but writing is one of them that I wholeheartedly have always thought that I've had the talent to do. Like, there were things that I was always told, I could sing back in the day. And I do believe that at one point in time I could sing, back when I used to rehearse and practice that muscle, because singing is a muscle. It's exercising your vocal muscles. And there was a time where I could sing or whatever, but now, when people say I can still sing, I'm like, maybe not so much. But, it's fine. Things aren't meant to always last forever, but writing is something that I'm confident about. It's probably one of the only things I'm actually mostly confident about. I do get touches of imposter syndrome, obviously. I get touches of imposter syndrome. Am I good enough? Are people going to like my work? And I brush it off like I don't care if people like my work, but I do. It's just kind of my defense mechanism, how I protect myself. If I act like I don't care if people like my writing and my books, then it doesn't hurt so much when someone doesn't. So, it's my defense for myself. But on a whole, I know that I'm a pretty good writer. I'm not perfect. I have lots of learning to do. You can always be better at anything that you do. I don't believe anyone's ever... I feel like if you've reached your peak level of anything that you're trying to do, you probably should maybe think about trying to do something else. I feel like we're always learning. We're always evolving. No one's ever perfect at anything. So while I'm a good writer, I can always be better. I feel like in my online merch store, I have products. People have told me when they looked at the store, they liked the products. I have had people buy the products, just not enough to have a sustainable partial income, which is what I need to happen. So I have things that I know could work if I was just doing things the right way. So I just need to learn how to do things the right way, market things the right way. Anyway, that was a long clip. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but yeah, that's one of the things. If I'm gonna build my own curriculum, marketing is definitely one of those things that's going to be in there. I want some type of writing, maybe writing fantasy. That's where Brandon Sanderson comes in. Taking a lot of his some of his courses, but I haven't finished them, so maybe I should just restart them. Because I do have a fantasy trilogy that I want to write, so that could be a second one. And I don't know what a third. I feel like 3 courses is good. I don't know what a third one would be right now. I'll figure it out. But I also want to plan that during this week. But yeah, I've talked for 8 minutes now, and who knows how much of that is actually going to stay in the vlog. But I'm going to go to read now, or play some games, or do both. I can multitask. Okay, I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave you for the night. And I'm going to go finish doing some reading. I did kind of doze off for a hot second, but I'm going to finish doing some reading, and then, oh my goodness. What? No. Okay, anyway, sorry. But, okay, so, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Oh, hello there. Hi. Well, this is a way for me to be coming to you. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Not streaming tonight, obviously, because Nia is having internet issues. So, I was kind of excited to see her tonight, but it does give me opportunity to go ahead and do my hair. It might look like it's thoroughly combed. It's not. There's a clump in here. I'm not gonna show it to you, but there is. That I'm gonna finish combing through. But yeah, I haven't filmed that much today because I've just really been watching TV, and I wasn't even reading, actually. Mostly I read a little bit, but not most of the time. I was checking my email and watching TV, and then I was having this issue in my email with Fiverr, and I'm still waiting to get a response back from the customer service ticket that I put in regarding a payment not received. And yeah, so I didn't film any of that, so I'm sorry, but it's a rest and a reset week. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing this, and I'm gonna watch some General Hospital in a little bit. I'll film some things later. I'll be back later. I did start to declutter some things. It's like there's some boxes up there because I'm starting to put some loose things that I need to reorganize into some boxes. But I feel like I should do the whole combing my hair, washing it through tomorrow before I declutter the space, because that's too much physical strain, because moving things around and doing all that is physical, and then doing this and washing my hair and combing it out again after it's wet is physical. So I didn't want to do 2 physical things in the span of one day, so that's not good for me. It's also not good for a rest and a reset. So there you go. I'll be back later, I promise. Maybe. Bye. last clip wasn't writing. Not really. Okay, hear me out. I did not say that I wouldn't write. Something is about to fall over there. Hopefully it stays up until I actually can make my way over there. But I didn't say that I wouldn't write necessarily. So if I felt pulled. Okay, so but this is not my pen name outline, which is the only thing I gave myself permission to write on if I felt pulled to do so. This is a completely different idea. Well, okay, to be fair, this is an idea that's in my writing journal. I just hadn't expanded on this idea, but something just popped into my head for this book that I had loose things jotted down in my writing journal, and I just hadn't pulled all of the strings of the ideas together. And was I watching? I don't know what I was watching, but something just clicked in my head and started pulling the strings of the different things together. And I'm just like, oh, that could work. And I had to get it down so that I could not lose it, that idea. And I think this could work. It's a young adult. So, which would be kind of new for me. Yeah, I have a middle grade that I wrote, but this is young adult, which is completely different. This is going to be good if I can pull the strings together the way I want. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, anyway, not what I'm supposed to be doing at all. But I'm going to say goodnight here. Hopefully tomorrow when you see me, this will be all washed. Hopefully. It also depends on my legs, because that requires a bit of standing in the shower to wash my hair. Yeah. But I do need to, it's mostly combed out, pretty much. I'm going to have to recomb it anyway. So, I got the clumpiness out of it. So I'm going to wash it with the shampoo, and it's detangling shampoo, so hopefully detangle the rest of the things. And yeah, that's going to be a heck of a thing to do on the dash stream. What was I thinking? But anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go. And I was messaging Sky earlier. I am really enjoying doing nothing. Not nothing. It's not that I'm not doing stuff. I'm catching up on videos. I'm catching up on reading. I'm dealing with my hair. I want to declutter the space over there. So I'm not doing anything, but I'm not necessarily writing, except for this little germ of an idea that came to me. But it kind of feels good because because it was a planned reset and a planned break. Okay, well, more so my wrists planned it for me because they were sore. They're still a little sore, but they're getting better. I've been using the heated wrist brace, and I've been putting ice on it, so my wrists have been getting better, except for when I comb my hair out, because that doesn't help. But other than that, my wrists are getting better. And so planned sort of ish. Maybe my wrists planned it for me. But I don't feel guilty right now about not writing and not doing work. Which is new for me, because usually I feel guilty. But, alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Yes, I am only just now coming on to say hello. As you can see, I was busy combing out this mane of mine. It feels great now that I don't feel any clumpiness or mattiness in my hair. Yay. See if I can keep it that way. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get ready for my stream now. Shoot, I just have to go to the bathroom. That's not great. Okay, let's have to hurry up. And okay, yeah. I just thought I wanted to come on and say hello before it got too late. It's already 6:31. Next step is to declutter all of this stuff. That should be fun. Because I'm going out tomorrow and Friday, so yay. But I'm gonna go now. I'll be back later. Bye.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Why, hello. Hi. I do feel a little bit better with my hair combed through. It feels good to not feel a knot in my scalp or near my scalp, not in my scalp. You get what I mean. Anyway, wonder if that's, well, no, now my neck hurts because I was combing my hair and yeah. Anyway, not to get into that again, but stream went great. Lots of laughs and giggles and word fumbles and all those kinds of things. I actually brought my pen name notebook over here because I may entertain the thought of dabbling in my outline. Or I may do some more brain dumping for the spark of an idea that came to me last night, because now that's pestering me. And it's a young adult, which, as I said yesterday, I haven't written a young adult. I wonder if I can get the voice right. I mean, I was once an angsty teenager. I think I can write angsty teen. A lot of the things that the 16-year-old character is going to be dealing with emotionally anyway, is things that I felt and dealt with. It will be an interesting project to tackle. I don't know why young adult kind of scares me a little bit more than middle grade. I don't know. But I am going out tomorrow. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm saying goodnight to you. I'm not saying goodnight right now. But I am going out tomorrow. Apparently now I need a new light, a new lamp, because the light over there is very dim. And it's one of those lamps that it comes with the bulb inside and the covering is literally screwed onto it, so you can't take the screw off and change the light bulb or anything like that. It's built into it like that. So the only way to really get a new light is to get a new light. Also, I've been looking at, well, I'm curious now, when the heck did the price of beanbag chairs go up? Odd question, I know. But, so, I've been looking at the prices of air mattresses because I'm like, oh, it would be so nice to, not have to share a bed again. That'd be great. I don't mind sleeping on the floor on an air mattress. That's fine. It'll be a little cramped space-wise, but I would only blow it up to sleep, and then I might actually use it to actually work on, and then we won't be so crowded and on top of each other. And then I was like, well, maybe a beanbag chair will work for now because it'll be less than an air mattress, but I won't have to sit in that horrible, god awful chair that is destroying my back. And then I looked at the prices of beanbag chairs, and I'll be damned if they're not just as expensive, if not more expensive, than an air mattress. I mean, because the beanbag chairs that are adult size, because there are beanbag chairs that are kid size that are still expensive for it to be a kid beanbag chair, but less. But the adult size beanbag chair, there are beanbag chairs for $100, and I'm like, why? Really? That's more than the air mattress. Are you serious? It's a moot point because I can't afford it this month anyway. I'd have to wait until we get next month because I have to. The manager should be there tomorrow at the post office. So I have to go renew my post office box. I have to go to the DMV to see if, because they sent me a thing saying I can't renew my registration and my tags, which need to be renewed by the end of October. Because last year I only got the 1 year because I couldn't afford the 2 year. I still can't afford the 2 years, so hopefully they let me get a 1 year again because they didn't want to let me get it last time. Because they usually, in Maryland, they usually kind of encourage, sort of force you to get the 2 year, which is better if you have the money for the 2 year. But they let me get the 1 year because of everything and circumstances and whatnot. But when I paid, or when the boot fee thing was paid to get my car back, I could have sworn that all of the fees for the ticket and the citation, whatever they gave me the boot for, all of the fees were included in that. But maybe not, because maybe there's an administrative fee on top of those fees. Anyway, if there turns out to be an administrative fee that's not included in the whole boot situation, then I'm going to have to pay that fee and then figure out how I'm going to get the funds to renew my registration. If they waive the administrative fee because circumstances, and because I already paid the whole boot thing that cost an arm and a leg and a whole nother arm again, maybe they'll waive it. I'm going to try to see if they'll waive it. Maybe they will be nice and do that. And then maybe if they waive it, I can go ahead and renew my tags tomorrow. But if they don't waive it, I'll just have to pay the fee and figure out how I'm going to renew my tags. At least I have until the end of October. But yeah, and then I need to declutter my space and reorganize some things. And I'm trying to get in my head how I'm going to reorganize some things. And I don't really want to start moving things over there until I figure out where they're going to go. I have to look in the trunk of my car because I think my laptop riser is still in the trunk of my car. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. But if it is, I need to bring that in here. Okay, I've talked too long. I'm going to go. I'll be back later to say goodnight at some point. I'm going to watch some videos and stuff. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, this is where I leave you for the night. I am going out tomorrow, so there's that. I do need to get another clothes hamper too, and I need some laundry detergent. So hopefully I remember, because Friday will probably be a laundry day. So yeah, but I did finish the video I was watching, and now I started some reading. Really enjoying the book, the book I'm ARC reading. Really enjoying it a lot, and it keeps when I read stuff, it sparks ideas. I know that's gonna happen, but just had an idea, character pop in my head as I was reading earlier, and I was like, oh no, you have to wait your turn. It's not your turn yet. I'm like, no. I mean, it's a character from before, from an idea I had a long time ago that's just been kind of sitting in my idea index of sorts. And I'm like, no. Now you want to have an idea? Now you want to tie things together? No. It's not your turn. There are other things in line before you. But y'all know how ideas work. They either disappear or they won't leave you alone. Anyway, good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, hello, hi. It is very late that I'm coming on to you to say hello. It's 6:40. You can see behind me, it's getting a little dark outside. And I'm still out here. So that's fun. All the sarcasm intended. Yeah. I'm tired. And oh my gosh, would y'all just let me, really why are we having such a hard time here? Anyway, I left the house later than I wanted to leave, which is par for the course for me, but then I couldn't do the first thing that I wanted to do. Well, I could, but really though. Okay. Yeah, I went to go renew my P.O. box, except for I can't. Not because they already closed it, because they are holding it until the 5th, which is a Sunday, which is crazy why it would be the 5th. But anyway, so they have this thing, you get 3-month renewal, 6-month, or a year. The 3-month renewal is the only one that has to be done for some reason, oddly, online. It won't pass the initial time you get the box. So initially when I got the box, I could do it in person, but renewing it has to be online unless it's supposed to automatically come out. But once it misses a payment or something or messes up, then you can't renew it any other way but online. 6 months and a year, it's fine. You can renew it in person in the post office. So when the payment didn't come out, because I thought it was October instead of September, and it was actually September, and the money wasn't in there, so the payment didn't come out, and because it wasn't in there, and so. But when I went online, because they told me the last time when I went online to try to renew it online, first they told me not to renew it online and wait because they're supposed to give you 2 weeks and then try to take it again. They didn't do that. So went online to try to pay it, and it said my box didn't come up. Fine, whatever. So now we're in the predicament where you won't let me over because really, there's nowhere else for me to go. So now we're in a predicament where I have to renew it in the post office. They'll let me keep the same box, but I have to do 6 months. 6 months was not in the budget. 6 months is almost $50 more. I have it, but if I use it, because this is also the month that I need to renew my tags, and I have an administrative fee that I'm most likely going to have to pay in order to be able to renew my tags. I can't do all of those three things. I need the P.O. box, but if I do the P.O. box, so I needed a day to think about it, maybe see if I can try to renew it online again, and see if it'll let me do it this time. And if not, tomorrow I'm just gonna have to do the 100 and something for 6 months, which is gonna put me in a real bind for renewing my tags. So yeah, fun times. And then I went to Walmart to get another clothes hamper for some, because the one that I had to go to the laundromat tomorrow is ripped. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go to the laundromat tomorrow because I'm about to shell out $100 something I really don't have. Can I catch a break, please? Anyway, hi. That's how my day is going. But I did buy me a candle that reminds me of fall. It was $3. I felt like I could swing $3. Or maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. I'll be back. I'm gonna go drive now. Am I listening to the Taylor Swift album? Yes. Yes, I am. Actually, with Tiffany, because Tiffany is streaming on Twitch, listening to the Taylor Swift album, and we're kind of like comparing notes and things of what we think. So, yes, I am a Swiftie. I admit that. I did have the countdown on at midnight when it turned. Yeah. I'll be back. So I'm gonna say goodnight here. I'm kind of stressing right now because even though I did have a good time listening to the Life of a Showgirl album by Taylor Swift that dropped at midnight, and it was great. It was a great album. I loved it. I loved every single last song, no skips at all. I missed a piece of hair. But I'm stressing because I have to go. I couldn't do the 3-month renewal. I tried again online, and I couldn't do the 3-month. So I'm gonna have to do the 6-month for a price I cannot really afford. And I'm just frustrated because I have so many things that could be making me money, but it's not making me money, and I don't understand. I'm trying so hard, and I don't have a bunch of money to do a whole bunch of marketing ads to get more traction to my online store or more views on my author page. And I know ads would probably help a little. I schedule social media posts. I know that's probably not enough, but it's more than I was doing before. I don't know. I just need something to work for me. And just, the universe could give me a break, please. That would be awesome and amazing. I just need something to work. It's not like I'm not trying every skill I have. I'm not skilled in every single little thing, but I don't know. Just something's gotta give, because don't know how much more I can take of not being able to do all the things I need to do and just, this shouldn't be such a stressful thing, because I should be able to pay for 6 months of a P.O. box with no problem to anything else, but that is not how it is. I have other bills that automatically come out of my account. I have tags that need to be renewed by the end of the month, and this is going to eat into that. And then I'm going to have the issue of expired tags again, which I don't want. Yeah, I'm trying not to be stressed, because it's the fall reset week and I'm supposed to be relaxing and de-stressing, preparing to gear up writing again. And this kind of fires me up even more for my pen name, because I'm kind of hoping my pen name can do for me what apparently my regular author name can't do for me, apparently. But that might not work either. I don't really know. I don't know. But I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's laundry day, which again eats even more into what little money I have. Did I ever mention that I had an email the other day from Fiverr? It would have been my first beta reading client through Fiverr, which I was excited about. Turned out to be someone phishing or whatever for my email address, because they sent me something asking for my email address. You know, the email address that is used for PayPal, because that's how I do the payments for Fiverr, or set it up to go through PayPal. So it was asking for the email, and then they came back and said they had placed the order, but it needed to be finalized on my end. And I didn't see anything on my end. So I did the little customer service thing, and I sent them the screenshots that the person sent me. And then when I looked into the person, it said that they had only had their Fiverr account since September of 2025. So it was new, basically. And so I sent the screenshots of the inbox that they sent me to customer service, and they said it appeared to be a phishing. I forgot the whole thing they call it, but someone phishing. They've reported it, whatever, assured me my information is safe, and yada yada yada. And I'm just like, well, I was excited, but that's gone. So yeah, that's fun. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye. Okay, hi. Hello. Welcome to the vlog for Friday. What is today? The 3rd of October, yes. I am at the laundromat, as you see. Notice the thing behind me. I have less than 2 minutes left on my machine. Then I go switch it over to the dryer. I tried to purposely come on later for you today because I didn't want to get too chatty, because this vlog is already in an hour, almost an hour. That's without today's clips. And I'm like, how? It's a reset week. I didn't even do much writing. I didn't do any writing. And remember how I said I might write? And then I said I would plan. I really didn't do any of those things. Which I'm very I'm a little disappointed in myself about the not planning part, because I really wanted to plan out some things today, and I would like to say that I'm gonna get around to it today. But I'm not delusional. I'm not kidding myself. It is laundry day, and I do have to still declutter the space in which I have over there. So I doubt I do much planning, but maybe over the weekend. But hello. Last night I enjoyed Miss Tay Tay's album release at midnight. And I got to listen to it with Tiffany, which was a great experience, and got commentary on each song. Oh, that girl can write songs, I tell you. She is an excellent songwriter, and she said her goal was to tell a story with the album, like to tell a full story through and through, and she did that. She definitely did that. Had some songs on there I was not dancing, but dancing on my bed a little bit. The timer has rung. It is time. So it's time for me to go. I just got approached by someone, and I actually gave my number to them, my real number. I don't know, something about the way he approached me, and I know he said he was okay with just being friends or whatever, which, that's all. I'm not even really looking for any new friends, but something about the way he approached me in a very gentlemanly, non-aggressive way was appealing, and he was funny. He said something that made me laugh, and I'm a sucker for humor. And so I gave him my real number. I forgot what I was gonna say. The first question he asked was I single? So obviously really looking for just a friend, but it's fine, because that's all he's going to get, because I'm not in a position to be getting involved with anyone in that way. Not that I miss being romantically involved with people. Well, with a person. I don't do multiple people involvement, but with a person, definitely miss the spicy stuff. But come on, still technically homeless, living in a very toxic place, and I'm definitely not in a position to be involved with anyone. I don't feel like I bring anything to the table at the moment, and I feel like if you get involved with anyone, or at least take the steps to be on the road to get involved with someone, you both should be bringing something to the table. So if I can't bring anything to the table, it kind of feels like, why would I even attempt? But, again, there was something charming. And, I don't have a whole bunch of friends, so, and friends are hard to make as an adult, so, anyway, it is time for me to go, as you heard the alarm go off, for me to go in and change over my clothes. And I will be back later. Whether I am about to collapse when I come back or not, that's going to be determined. But yeah, I'll be back. Bye. Okay, hi. I am in my favorite pajamas. Appropriate for the month of October, by the way, because they're spooky, scary pajamas. But it's finally cool and chilly enough to wear them. I'm tired. I've put all the clothes and stuff away, and I'm looking at the section that I was supposed to declutter this week. And for one reason or another, it just didn't get done. It's still not done. I'm sitting here with the heating pad on, and I just don't have the energy to do that today. It doesn't mean it won't get done over the weekend. Maybe I'll just show y'all at the beginning of next week or something that it got done. I hope I can do it over the weekend. So I feel like it will really help me finish my reset by setting up my space in a better, more manageable, less messy and chaotic way. At least I hope so. But I'm gonna... oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm editing my vlog now. This vlog, which is already very long. I'm gonna edit the chatty parts of me to see what I can cut out. I'd like to say hopefully nothing, but this vlog really shouldn't have been this long. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back. Bye. Okay, hi. Ooh, my little ponytail has gone all haywire. I gotta comb through my hair. But not before I say farewell to you for the week. Okay. I suppose the fall reset week was a success in terms of complete and total relaxation. I did no writing, well, except for the brainstorming dump. That it was literally a paragraph. That really wasn't much. I did no writing, but I also didn't do everything I was meaning to do in my reset. I did no work really, because I realized about halfway through the week, well, tail end of Tuesday, I realized this should just really be a no work week, period. I might regret that next week when I have to suddenly do a whole bunch of things that I did not do this week. But honestly, I feel like I needed the break and the, no pun intended, the reset. Because I am really fired up to start to get back to writing next week. In fact, and I haven't felt this in a while either, it was a struggle not to write this week. And I know that I had said that I could write if I want or felt pulled to, but about late into the Tuesday evening, I felt like, no, if this is going to be a true reset, and the whole point was to, one, give my wrist a break, which they're feeling better, by the way, and to, you know, kind of give my mental a little reset and a boost in energy. for the writing. And I think I've done that. I had to literally, well, not literally, metaphorically hold myself down and keep myself from writing. There were some nights during Sky and I sprints where I had the document open. I didn't have the document open. I had Word open, ready to open the document. And I had to stop myself. I'm like, no, no, no. You need to learn how to just really rest and relax. And I've realized in doing all these vlogs and when I edit my videos and stuff, even when I have my moments when I'm playing my games and everything, and like for those few moments, like maybe an hour or maybe two, but even on the weekends when I don't write, I'm still technically working because I'm editing the video. And then on Sunday, that's supposed to be a complete relaxation day and self-care day, and sometimes it ends up being that way, but a lot of times I'm still setting up for the next week, which is necessary, don't get me wrong, but I'm still in setting up for next week. I start working on stuff ahead of time, and it's just like, do I really just not know how to rest? And I feel like I've really remembered how to rest this week and remembered how to, aside from the little moment where I did my little brain dump document, but that's because I just didn't want to lose the idea. But I really took it seriously, the resting and the resetting and the relaxation, and I feel great for it. And I'm ready to write at the start of next week. So ready to write and excited about writing. I'm even more excited about writing now than I was when I ended the week previous to the reset. I'm just ready. I got a lot of reading done, and reading also helps me refill that well and feel extra creative. And I got some reading done, and I think I'm prepared to go into the next week. And I know I have to get back to When Love Calls and the edits and stuff. And I even had to hold myself off because I was trying to rationalize on myself. Like, if I do a couple of edits of the crutch words or start to read through, technically that's not really like writing, right? But it's work. It's still work. And hold on. Okay, it's technically work, and I really wanted to stay true to the no working thing this week. And I don't do that often, and I probably won't do it a lot, to be honest. But I'm happy that I did this reset week, and my hair is clean and combed out and not matted, and it's remarkable how much better that makes me feel on the inside and makes my head feel better. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to get back to the writing next week, and ready to get all the words. I'm gonna be, when I say get all the words, I need to not hurt my wrist again, because that wasn't fun. But it's better now. There's still some strain, but it's better. And yeah. Oh, I'm also excited to light my candle next week. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as per usual, if you would like to be supportive of any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all those links can be found in the description box below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.